Rob, finally, World Cup qualification.
Yeah.
It's happened. It's a reality. Have you managed to come down from cloud nine yet?
No, I'm still on my way down. No, it's amazing. What a feeling. You know, it was one of those, Sinead, as well, the following day when you wake up and you pinch yourself and you think, oh, please, I hope I've not dreamt that. You know, just watching the referee put the whistle to his lips, well, that'll stay with me forever. That is just that release of emotion and pressure, and oh my God, it was the most uncomfortable last 15 minutes. They just would not let it go, would they, the Ukraine players? So just a great feeling, and really, really proud for us as a nation.
I've got to say, Rob, we've all seen the videos of the celebrations on Sunday night. You know, I think Chris Gunter would still be dancing in the streets of Cardiff if he could. I mean, what a night, and you could just tell how much it meant to every single one of you, players, but also backroom staff. Absolutely,
all in it together. And I think a lot of people don't realise how intense the camps are, especially when you're away for a big chunk of time like we are here for a month. You know, they're so intense with the staff. I ask a lot from the staff, big demands on the staff. You know, we'll be in the meeting rooms from 9 o'clock in the morning, sort training out, go and train it, back in the meeting rooms after lunch, and you know, we can be leaving there to go back to your room, shower, freshen up, evening meal, and straight back into it for a staff meeting where the administrators all come in as well then, and we have a meet with the physios and the medical team and see where the players are at, and then plan training again for the next day. We could be leaving 11 o'clock at night some nights, and high demands on the players as well when we train. So when you get results like that and moments like that, you have to enjoy it, and we certainly did.
Rob, I wish we could all stay in this little bubble forever, but the games come thick and fast.
Yeah.
Focus now turns back to the Nations League, and you've got, it's fair to say, a tough test against a fantastic Netherlands side tomorrow night. Yeah,
I watched the game against Belgium and I thought they were excellent. I really did. I thought they were outstanding. And results have changed recently for them. They've had a great bit of form. So we know we've got it all out. We have to use it for the exercise that it's there as well, Shauna. We're really pleased to get promoted from B to A, absolutely, and that gives us an opportunity to expose ourselves to top players and top teams like Holland and Belgium and Poland, and we've got to use it to give our younger players, and there'll be a blend tomorrow evening of young and old, and we need to give them experience now that if called upon in the World Cup, then it's not alien to them. They'll have gone against Holland, they'll have gone against Belgium and Poland and had that experience. So it's using it as a tool that will benefit us in months and years to come.
You've touched on it there, but in terms of your Nations League group now, every single team will be in Qatar.
Yeah.
I know those teams aren't in your group in the World Cup, but it's a fantastic exercise, especially, like you said, for these young players and perhaps those players that will sort of be on the cusp of the squad.
Yeah, the problem is with this group of Nation League games is we've had the final in between. So that's had an impact on the team selection for Poland, rightly so. There's no way I was going to risk any of the players for the final. That worked. All right, we didn't get the result we wanted and deserved. I thought we were good for a point at least. Some of the younger players, there was big performances out of them, so that's a box tick. They've gathered experience from that. We've gone and won the final, and now because of that, you know, we'll play Holland tomorrow evening, and I'm not going to be able to play all the 11 that started in that game. So it's just crazy to do that, knowing that you've got Belgium again on Saturday and Holland away on the Tuesday. So it's not been ideal because of that final that's been thrown into it, but we'll still, you know, roll our sleeves up, put a team out there that we think will compete and give it our best shot.
You've said from day one with the Nations League that, you know, it will be an experiment in terms of, you know, picking different sides, giving valuable game time to younger players. But Rob, in terms of Qatar, you can only take 23 players with you. How tough is that going to be? And what do these players need to do now over these next 3 games to show you that they deserve a place on that plane?
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to cut it down to 23. You know, we've got 28 with us at the minute, and I have to leave, you know, 5 out every game at the minute. So, yeah, I think they've just got to keep playing well. You know, they're here for a reason. They're here because they're good players and they earn the right to play for their country. And I'll be monitoring them from now until, you know, I hope they go and have a nice break when eventually they get back home and have that break. And I'll just be keeping tabs on them and watching them and monitoring them and making sure that they're in a good place ready to, if and when to be selected.
But of course, you've got a lot of players that need to be playing regularly for their clubs.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey, you know, the older group of players, if you like, it's probably more important that they're getting regular game time than some of the younger ones at the moment. You know, have you spoken with them in terms of what their plans are, maybe, now that they know they're definitely going?
Yeah, I think I want to get the camp out of the way first, and before we part company at the end of camp, I will have those conversations just to see if see what their plans are, see what they're doing, any ideas that they've got, and then, you know, if I can help or guide them, then I absolutely will, and I'll be there to help them in any way I can.
Rob, the future of Welsh football looks very good. You know, you've spoken highly of these younger players that you've got coming through. And of course, you want to be a part of that future as well, don't you? I know the contract extension has been mentioned. It's very good news for you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it just gives me that little bit of, you know, it was a stressful time, I'm not going to lie, because you always had in the back of your mind that if the result didn't go for us against Ukraine, then, you know, I wake up the next morning out of contract. So it's all good and well, people saying things, but, you know, I've been in football long enough to know that, you know, that's not good enough. But thankfully the results gone my way and gone our way. And regarding myself, yeah, the contract extends now until the end of the World Cup.
One thing I do want to talk about, Rob, is Qatar as a location. Of course, there has been controversy. A lot of people aren't happy that it's going to be there. But I have to say the FAW have always done such a fantastic job at tackling matters off the pitch in such a classy and effective way. Have you spoken about, you know, what you guys are going to do to perhaps educate the players and you know, tackle the things that are being discussed around the fact that it's happening in Qatar? Yeah,
we've got meetings planned this week, Sinead, actually, with regards to things like that. And I think it's really important. We have been in the main on the front foot with things off the pitch. So all that will be discussed this week. Understandably, you know, we've literally left the game, won the game, qualified for the World Cup, and then we've thrown full focus into this game tomorrow against Holland. But yeah, plans will be in place now. I've had an email today from Mark Evans saying that we're going to get together as a group and discuss topics that we think need addressing.
Back to Holland, Rob. Louis van Gaal yet to lose since he's been appointed. You know, they had a disappointing Euros, but it's going to be a big challenge on Wednesday. What are you expecting?
Yeah, a tough game. You know, he could pick any 11, and he has, you're right, he's gone in and completely changed it, because they were going through a bit of a tricky spell, but not now. I think some of the football they play is outstanding. You know, they're very, very attack-minded. He's got a way of playing that's pleasing on the eye as well. So, yeah, he ticks a lot of boxes, and he's got a wealth of experience. He's a world-class manager, and I've got nothing but respect for him. And I'm looking forward to meeting him and seeing how he works closely. Sorry, and yeah. But then when the whistle goes, it'll be business as usual, Sinead, and we'll pick a team that will go and compete.
Rob, diolch yn fawr. Thank you.
Diolch yn fawr.